Hello, hello, and welcome to Benefit of the Doubt. I am your host, T. Roney, and as I always say, whenever we run out of benefit, then all we have is doubt. Welcome to Benefit of the Doubt. Now, you all know my name is T. Roney, and the T stands for tender, if you didn't already know. So, with that being said, I'm going to address this subject in a tender fashion, but it is a serious subject, at least to me it is. Let me clear my throat because I want you all to hear me, especially the ones in the back. So, I am very concerned about people's parenting skills. Now, let me put this disclaimer out there, okay? I don't have any kids, all right? So, don't take what I say as law. Don't take it as fact. You can take it with a grain of salt, a grain of sugar, whatever, but this is what I see and what I perceive. And I'm pretty sure there's others who also, matter of fact, I know there's others who agree with me because there's this whole thing called gentle parenting. Now, I am not saying that I am for gentle parenting. I'm not going to say that I'm against gentle parenting. But I will say this. I do not think that it is a good thing to cuss at your children. Now, when I say cuss at your children, I know here and there is going to be maybe a S word that comes out or a D word that comes out. I get that. But those F words, I'm sorry, they're just a little too strong for my taste when you're using it directed to a child. Like, there is no need that I can see where you would have to use the F word when addressing your child. I'm sorry, that's just a bit too much. And then calling them out of their names, like calling them the B word, and then also demeaning them, saying, your little ugly self. Like, that's not cool. That's not necessary. All right, y'all already know how we do. Story time. So, I've seen this more than this story that I'm giving you, but this is just a more recent story that I have to give you, okay? So, I'm in this store. I'm working. And, I'm on this aisle minding my own business. I'm doing what I got to do. And on the next aisle, I hear this young lady, and she clearly has a child with her. And the child must have went over to the other aisle and picked up a toy. So she was fussing at the child saying, I know you ain't get that toy. Put that effing toy back. I'm not getting no effing toys. I'm paraphrasing, okay? Because I don't remember exactly what she said, but I know she was using the F word. And then I guess the child wasn't really paying her any attention. And then she proceeds to say, I didn't tell you put that little effing toy back with your little ugly self. Now here's where it gets a little hilarious to me, right? Because that's your child. So if your child is ugly and you the mama, then, what you said about yourself. I'm just saying. That's just, you got to think about that as parents. Your child came from you. So if you think your child is ugly, then, they had to get that from somewhere. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Now, I will say this to give the benefit. I understand, even though I do not have any children, but I was a child one time, okay? So I do understand that children can be a bit much. They can be a handful, and you have to discipline them. That is absolutely correct and true. How else are they going to learn if you don't discipline them? What I'm saying is this, though. This is where my doubt comes in. You don't have to do it in such an aggressive way. You don't have to do it in a harmful, hurtful way. There's no need ever to tell your child, even in the heat of passion, you ugly. There's no need to say the F word to your child. Like, I can't see it. I mean, I can see the D word slipping out. I can see the S word slipping out. I can see those simple cuss words slipping out because, again, I get it. Children are a handful, okay? They will take you there. I get that. But they should never, your child, that young person that you are responsible for, should never, I mean, they should never take you to that point where you have to use strong language, okay? Like, either I feel like you need anger management or you need better parenting skills. When I say that, this is what I mean. Some parents, they discipline by yelling. Not all children will take to that and respond to that. So I've even heard people who have multiple children, they know each child, it takes something different. So where one child, they may need to get, dare I say it, a beating. Oh my gosh, I said it. But some children, they just need a talking to, a stern talking to. Okay? Some children, you can just give them that look and they're like, oh Lord, I'm in trouble now. Let me stop. So I understand that different strokes for different folks. Okay? I get that. And before y'all come for me when I said beating, get over it. Because one half of y'all got beat too. Okay? And you didn't die. And your parent didn't beat you to kill you. Okay? They beat you as a form of discipline. Okay? Spanking. I guess I should say that. Spanking. But some of y'all are so uptight about spanking too. But you know what? We'll discuss and give the benefit of the doubt on that on another episode. But let's go back to the cuss words. Okay? Let's get back on track. So those harsh cuss words is not necessary. It's really not. It's really, really not. Some people would say the beating isn't necessary either, but it all depends because when you use the word beat, then yes, that does sound harsh. Spank, that sounds better, but it's the same thing. Depending on how you grew up, a spanking and a beating is the same thing. Now, abuse is different. Okay? Abuse is different. And everybody who has really sound sense should know the difference. So you know what I mean when I say beating, spanking, I use it interchangeably, but it's the same thing. But getting, again, back on track with the cuss words, the harsh cuss words. I just think that low rates you, really, as a parent, because in my book, in my opinion, that's just my opinion. It might not be your opinion, but there's no need for that. Because the F word is rather strong in and of itself. Even if you're using that with another adult, it's a strong word. It's so strong. I don't think you need to use that with a child. I just think that's overkill. That's just too much. It's just too much. But like I said, the benefit is I know that children can be a handful, okay? But I will say when I said about I think some people need parenting skills or parenting class is this. Usually 9 times out of 10, when I hear those parents using those F words with their children, they really don't have any control at all with their children. Okay? Because I promise you, back in the day, and some of y'all can testify to this, our parents never had to use those harsh words with us because we had already had the fear of God in us with our parents because we knew, when they was playing and when they weren't. Okay? For real, for real. So, if you really have your children in check and under control, you won't have to use those words. You really wouldn't. Like a firm stop with that eye stretch. Honey, you be done stop. You be done stop what you doing. Stop, drop, and roll, okay? You already know what that means. A firm stop with the eye stretch. Honey, you done stop dead in your tracks, okay? But these parents today, I think, honestly, when you let social media raise your children, and when I say that, I mean like when you let them have these expensive phones at a young age and you let them have, access to watching whatever it is they want to watch and they just basically run the house because you are not taking the time to raise them, then that's what you have. But if you really take the time to raise your children and talk with your children, then they will know you. They will know, oh, mom is mad now. Let me be quiet. Let me stop. Oh, daddy's upset. I'm not gonna bother him. Let me be quiet. Let me do what I need to do. But when you don't really pay your children any attention, then they don't know when you're serious and when you're not. And they play with you and they keep going and they keep doing whatever it is they're doing. And then you feel like, well, I done use all the D words and the S words I can find. Let me go to the F word. Maybe they'll take that serious. No, they're not going to take that serious either, baby. Because when she was using the F word, that child still kept bringing more toys back. Okay? So you got to look at your parenting skills. Now, to parent does not just mean to be present. Okay? I'm dropping some knowledge on y'all today now. To parent does not just mean to be present. Like, you have to show up. You have to be there. You have to talk with your children. You have to teach them hands-on. Teaching them is not saying, here, play with this. I'm busy right now. Go find something to do. I ain't got time for you right now. I'm trying to figure out these bills. Go get that phone and get out my face. That's not parenting. Take time with your children. Now, I know y'all saying, how in the world she gonna sit up here and tell me about a child that she don't have none? I was one. And you was too. Did your mom and daddy talk to you like that? Chances are they didn't if you grew up in my time frame. But hey, I don't know how you grew up, so maybe they did. And that's something else you need to work on, because the cycle needs to be broken. If that's the case, if your parent talked to you like that, then you need to break that cycle, baby, because it's not working. I could see if you was using those F words and your child was like, oh, okay, mama's serious now. She done use that F word. No, your child is still picking up more toys. So it's not working, baby. It's not working. You don't continue to do something that's not working. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep into it. Because again, I don't have no children. God bless y'all who do have them. Okay? But I'm just saying, they really are a blessing. And you should treat them as such. All right? That's all I got to say. That's all benefit and doubt. Y'all be good. Bye.